Yo, yo, it's me, Rain. I'm feeling a shred of confidence today, so I'm gonna do a get ready with me. Don't look at my tummy. I'll wear a flannel. Mom, if you're watching, I swear. First, we're gonna moisturize. This is a garbage moisturizer. It's like the CVS brand, and I thought that would be a smart idea because it was cheap. But then I turned it over and read the ingredients, and it has alcohol in it. You can't say you're a moisturizer if you literally have alcohol in you. But it's all I got right now. Here we go, and then I don't have to worry about my body, you know, at all. Oh, looks like I'm naked. Oh. Just kidding. Gotcha. Now I'm gonna fill in my eyebrows. So, I've had this YouTube channel for a long time, right? I can't even. I have like a huge mirror right here. I can't. I gotta get up and personal. Up close and personal. Oh, and this is Brow Power Perfector by It Cosmetics. I didn't go out and buy this. My grandma gave it to me. I call her Mimi. Love you. And you just have to be very careful with this, because for some reason when she first gave it to me, I really was going hard in the paint on my eyebrows, so much so that I ripped my eyebrow hairs out. Now it's really easy, like I wasn't like I just was bearing down just a little bit, and the pomade, I guess, on this end, like you can still see some of the little hairs coming out from where it ripped out of my eyebrow. See it sticking out right there? So be careful, please, and don't rip out your eyebrow, because I'm sure that's like where my patchiness like came from, was from when I violently ripped out my eyebrow. So while I'm doing this, I figure I'll talk about what's going on in my life. And also like the main purpose of like why I even have my YouTube channel in the first place. Which is that I really wanted like a kind of like a diary, or not really a diary, a scrapbook. That was what I used to say. A scrapbook. So that I could like show my kids and people in the future or what I used to be like. So yeah, I don't have any kids. That's not happening anytime soon, don't worry. But yeah, it's just so I can reflect and they can be like, oh, my mom used to be kind of cool, or whatever. Hopefully. Which is not the case. Which is not the case in my YouTube videos. Now that I think about it. I've got like the kombucha video. I thought I was so like innovative. I thought I was so on top of my game at the time. I also have to like remember to watch my cursing on here, because I know my grandparents are like be watching, so I mean, it's like they'll love me no matter what. So they're not like one of those people that'll like, one of those grandparents that'll like disown you. But it's like also, they think you are stupid if you like non-stop curse. Like Chrissy Teigen. They watch The Voice, and you know, John Legend is a judge on there now. And they were like, oh, have you heard of his wife though? And I was like, yeah, Chrissy Teigen. And they were like, yeah, she is just sailor's mouth. And I was like, well, I kind of like her for her her cookbooks and her comebacks, I think they're really witty and stuff. But yeah, I've been on the Chrissy train. I used to follow her on Snapchat, and like that was for some reason the only famous person I followed on Snapchat. So I'm well acquainted with Chrissy. I guess you could say we go back. We know each other. So I really had to bite my tongue on the whole thing. I was like, okay. But because like I know they just haven't been put on like the Chrissy Teigen. Like I know they just don't get it. They will. They just don't get it yet. Because she's like, I don't know. She's just like a little legend. She's a little legend. She's married to John Legend. So if you can see right there, I fudged up, but I don't know how to like, this stuff is so intense, like it stays on. So I don't really know how to wipe it off without getting out like the makeup brush, makeup wipes, and stuff. I don't feel like starting over again, so. Next we're gonna put on some foundation. It took me 5 minutes to do my eyebrows, because I was talking. Okay, so I'm gonna use the CoverGirl True Blend Hydrating Foundation in the shade Natural Ivory, which when I first got it, it looks like this, but with like a cap on. When I first got it, it was way too tan for me, and it still might be, so don't come for me. I'm not like trying to offend anyone. I'm just working. I'll get there. It's just like, and no matter what I do, my face will definitely never be the same color as my foundation, because when I'm trying to get a little sun on my body, I put on SPF 50 on my face though, because I'm not tanning my face. I signed up to like go to the tanning salon because I don't know, I was like staunch against it last summer. I was like, I want to be a pale girl, because I was really into Ghost Man at the time. So I was like, oh, I want to be pale because Ghost Man likes pale girls. But it was like, I met my boyfriend, and he was like, I mean, it would be nice to have a little bit of color. I don't know. And I was like, outside the next day. I know that's so like feminist of me, but you know how it goes. No, but I also at the same time, I had become vegan in the earlier months of the summer before I met him anyway. And it was like I didn't even ask her. I was listening to a podcast, and Ordinary Vegan Podcast sponsor. We're just kidding, but I didn't even ask her, and she was like, you should get 15 minutes of sun a day. I was like, this is a vegan podcast. I never asked you how much sun I needed. So then it was just like stuck in my head from that point forward, and it's like you're supposed to be healthy, get 15 minutes of exposure, and I'm like, but how am I gonna be like a girl with a pale white skin? I forgot the lyric he said, but it was something stupid. It was something stupid like that. Like, love you, son, but like, come on. I'm not even like well known, so I can talk trash. It's whatever. Like, here's the thing about Ghostmane, is that he's a fun time. He is. But it does kind of scare me when people like only listen to Ghostmane. I'm like, first of all, if anyone is like only on like one person, it raises red flags with me. Because I'm like, you need to explore the world. And like, I know, like my boo thing, he hates like rap and stuff. And like, that's really difficult because I don't like a lot of the new stuff, except for like on occasion. But I used to be really into like Kendrick Lamar when I was younger. I still am. And Outkast, like those, that's like good to me. So I'm like, just open your mind and your heart will follow, you know? So I don't know. Like, when I first got my record player, my mom ordered me an NWA like greatest hits vinyl. I don't know why. I really don't. But I mean, I guess it was to expand my knowledge. But anyway, so now I know these like random ass NWA songs. And oh shoot, I cursed. Sorry, Mimi and Grandpa. I do curse. I like really do. I'm sorry. I'm working on it, but I do. Like if it just happens out my mouth, then it, like in cash conversation, like I do agree that too much is just like you sound like an idiot, like someone who has just learned how to curse for the first time and they're like a cursing chicken and they're like bark, 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 but replace the B with an F. That's lame. But and it does like really make everything you say just like lose its value because it's like it just makes you sound dumb. But I do think it enhances certain sentences. I mean, they're powerful. They're powerful words. Words have power. So if they're used properly, yeah, I think it's not so bad. Or like words like ass and bitch. Like that's just like, I use that kind of in like my daily dialect, and so do like other people my age, which I know is really lame to say. Other people my age do it, but it's like that's a big thing, like you dumb head ass, you know, like that. So it's like it just comes out. I can't do anything about it. It just comes out of my mouth. Oh shoot, I forgot to explain what I was doing. Okay, so this is it powder, also from my grandma. It's called Bye Bye Pores. It's translucent. I just put it on over my foundation with this ratchet elf kabuki brush. It's really gross. I don't wash my brushes. Take that as you will. I itch all over. So next I'm gonna put on some bronzer. This is Hoola bronzer by Benefit, you know, the one that everybody uses. It's the smallest one and I've had it for like 3 years. So it's worth it for sure. Like I've hit 10. Hit pan. Sorry, the pan's made of 10, so it's one and the same. So anyway, what was I talking about? Cursing. Right. So yeah, I mean, I've tried to lessen the curse so it's like I don't sound just belligerent, but I hope that was the right word. It sounded good coming out. But I feel like I'm making myself seem really stupid. This is 8 minutes long. No one's gonna watch this anyway, who cares? Yeah, when I'm doing my bronzer, I just do like I call it the Rihanna 3. Because when she like first opened Fenty Beauty, which I freaking love, she was like, you put your bronzer on in a 3. So like this. 3. And also like up under my chin a lot, so my double chin doesn't come out. and then my, well, okay. Actually, I do kind of have a big forehead. Well, when I was on a cruise ship, and I was getting my hair done, I was like, I was just getting it washed or whatever. I was asking this guy, like, if I should get bangs, because I was planning on coloring my hair green when I got back from the cruise. And I was like, I got a big forehead, so should I get bangs? And he was like, you don't have a big forehead. And he had like a huge ass hands. And he got his like fingers and he held up 3 fingers to his forehead. He was like, you have a medium forehead. And then he put his whole hand onto his and then like 2 more. And he was like, I have a big forehead. You can tell by how many fingers can fit. So if you have like 3 fingers, that's normal. 2, that's small. A whole hand is big. There you go. So if you're ever feeling insecure about your forehead, that's the test. Just saying. I still got bangs, but it did make me feel a little better about having a big forehead. All these people are like, all these guys on these YouTube videos are like now coming out of the woodworks and being like, we find big foreheads attractive. I'm like, you're lying. You're a liar. Because for years, you said that big foreheads were gross, made girls look like horses. You're a liar. You're just like, it's a trend that has been like happening for like years now with like YouTuber boys and like Q&A videos. They're like, oh, like, what do you find attractive about a girl? And it's like the, oh, I'm quirky of like turn-ons. You know what I'm saying? So they're like, whereas before, shoot. This is Wet n Wild's highlighting powder, Mega Glow, and Precious Pearls. I had the pink one. Now I'm getting a little warmer, so it really washed me out. So I made the switch. I love Wet n Wild, man. They're cruelty-free, cheap. I love it. I do have like fancy highlighters, but they're like yellow, and I'm not at that stage yet at all. And because I'm wearing a boob tube, I'm gonna do this. Might as well. Put a little highlighter on your collarbones. I did this for prom. Let me tell you, that mess was popping. Shoulder. I mean, and you only have to do it a little bit, but it really do show up. Look at that. Holy crap. I've really like come into my shoulders over the past few years. I used to like feel like I was a true. Let me explain this to y'all. Let me like get down into it while I'm doing the rest of whatever. So I did my highlighter on the places that you do it. Did I do it on my nose? Yeah, I did. Okay. Hello? Oh, here it is. This stuff is bomb. This is an Ulta Beauty, sorry, I had a burp. SPF 50 setting spray. I got it last summer on the fly. I'm gonna oh my god. It's really intense though. Anyway, so apparently, and I guess I'm starting to accept it, but people are like, and by people I just mean like my boyfriend. They're like, you're hot? And I'm like, oh, that's news to me. Or like my friends. So it's like a thing I'm And I felt good, like, last year when I, like, for prom and things like that, I thought I looked okay. I thought I looked good. No, I thought I looked good. So, but this is all, like, a new thing for me, I guess, because for my entire life, up until, like, the past 2.5 years, I really thought I wasn't really attractive. I thought I, like, had a decent face always, but, like, my body, like, I always was kind of chubby and stuff, which is a whole can of worms that I could get into, but I've had a lot of issues with that. So I'm like, I don't know how to really take it. It's a new sensation, and I want to accept it because I feel like I should. So I'm working into it because it's like I've hardly dated anyone in high school. I did 2 other boys, and other than the guy I with now, I did 2 other boys. So it's like I wasn't like snatched up like my friends were. Like, they were like serial daters. No offense, y'all. I love y'all, but they were like serial daters. Except for like a couple who was like we got each other, and then like I do have some friends that like didn't date, which is like, God bless you, because you're the smartest one out of all of us. Just kidding. I like who I'm with now, finally. But I'm definitely a hopeless romantic, so I was like, I'm not gonna date in high school, but then, you know, emotions don't work that way, so, what you gonna do? You find people, you like them. You know how it goes. Oh, I still forget to explain what I did. I just put on some highlighter, same highlighter on my inner corners, and now I'm just gonna do a winged eyeliner. I really don't feel like doing like a whole lot today. I just got a lot of tea to spill. Like, I've been really talkative in the past few days. I've been going through a lot, to be honest, and I'm just now like recovering from it all. So because honestly, it's my senior year, and when we first found out that everything got canceled because of the virus, it was like, honestly, I think I went into shock, because I was like, I don't care at all. Obviously, that's not true. But, it felt honest at the time, but I really just think I was in shock. And, anyway, it was like, it comes out at night, you know? Like, all of my sadness started coming out at night over the past, like, month. And, like, there was one night where I've been having, like, such a hard time sleeping, but there was one Monday night that I did not go to sleep at all, and then I pulled a full nighter, which I hadn't done since I was a kid. And even when I was a kid, I would just wait till early the next morning and fall asleep in the morning when I pulled an all-nighter. But I was fully functioning the next day, and I was like, what is happening? Like, this is probably not okay. So, granted, I was watching Tiger King. Like, I hate to be like a Tiger King, but I know y'all know, but yeah, it was a moment in time. Also, I don't really have a rhyme or reason why I do this, but I just do like 3 little lines or something just for fun. I feel like it'll, like, a little spicing up. I want to kind of be like a little bit edgy, so I can't afford tattoos, so I gotta really live it up with my eye makeup, because I feel like I'm this person and I can't even get there. I mean, I literally have a Care Bear calendar, but that's besides the point. Sometimes I like to regress. I'm not sorry. Like, as much as I like darker things, I like everything in my room is like pastel for the most part. I really enjoy pastels in my environment. They make me really, really happy. But I also like a hard. I love pastel colors and just black. That's the piece de la resistance. Like, that's how I'm trying to be. That's what I'm like trying to aim for fashion wise. It's just like pastel colors and black, because that's so cute. And honestly, that's like what I live for. I got like people, my boo thing's like waiting on me. But I feel like this is something that I constantly put off, is like making videos. But here's the thing, my entire life got canceled because of the virus. So I can make videos. Oh, also this is Maybelline Master Precise All Day Liquid Eyeliner. Let me critique it, because I've never used like a true like pen eyeliner. I've always had like a little compartment that had like the same kind of applicator, but you dipped it in rather than it coming from here. Whoever thought this was a good idea is wrong, because you can't even get it to the tip without like pressing down on it so it'll come out. So then by the time that you want to go do your precise wing part, you can't use the tip because it's dried out without pressing down to get the eyeliner out. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? So it's not a good invention. Whoever just thought this was a good idea needs to reevaluate. Like, it gets the general job done, but it's definitely not my favorite. Something, I don't know. But yeah, if you watched to this point, freaking thank you. Love ya. Never put anything above ya. I'll try to make more videos. So